Welcome to excellence coverage of the ARCA Menards Series, coming to you today from the Phoenix International Raceway. Hello everybody, I'm Ken Jones. With me in the booth is Tim Bandit, and this is race number 6 of the 12-race ARCA schedule. Your pole sitter is at number 15, Lucky Charms sponsor Toyota, and that's driven by Marcus McCarthy. On the outside of the front row is the number 18 Charmin Chevrolet SS, that's driven by JC. The pace car is now leading the field on the pace lap. You see the field now navigating along. They're going to have only one set of tires, which is the set of tires they start the race on here. They will have one quick repair in the event if they need one, and there will be no cautions during this race. So in the event of any incidents we see, you will not see a caution. Tim, what do you think the keys to the victory are here for this race? Well, I tell you, Ken, the key to victory is probably going to be avoiding the mayhem that's going to happen on these opening laps. We saw in the pickup cup race where these guys drove into turn 1 and they watered a bunch of them. Definitely don't want to make sure you get taken out in that opening incident here. And once you actually get through the opening lap, you want to make sure you kind of settle in, just try to save your tires, because tire wear is going to be a factor. Large crowd on hand here to watch racing at Phoenix. As there you see Marcus McCarthy leading the field. Turn 3, the pace car should be dropping off shortly. We should be under green here any moment. Here it is, the pace car's off. We're happy to be here with Watchers Racing. Green flag is out, we're racing here at Phoenix. McCarthy leads the field through turn 1. JC settling into second, but there's a great battle for position 3 and 4 wide behind in the back of the pack. There's the 16. That's Salvatore Materia looking to the outside. He's going to move up here. A 3-wide battle going in for second. Now he's going to go charging up to the lead. And looks like he's going to lead this opening lap. Materia, we got trouble. Car turned into the wall. That's the 15, our pole sitter. As though we also have Salvatore Materia disappearing. Looks like he lagged out of the race. And that's going to give the lead over to number 21. We got trouble on the back straightaway. Multiple cars piling into this one here. Heavy impact here. Hard hits for several competitors. Tough break here. I'll tell you, that's not the way you want to start the race here for the 15 here. Started on the pole, and his race just went from bad to worse. We saw him getting knotted up and hitting the outside wall there, going into turn 1. Tough break here for the number 15 of Marcus McCarthy, but our number 21 car is your leader. That's Jacob Everett. He was able to get through the chaos. As we also saw Salvatore dropping out in the number 16. Boy, a very eventful opening lap here at the Phoenix National Raceway. Yeah, eventful is certainly the word here. I mean, there was a lot going on there. And I'm pretty sure that ain't the last time we're going to see a lot of action here. Like I said, this is a very tough track here, and these guys got to make sure, that some of these guys made it through that opening lap crash. The rest of these guys just kind of settle in and see what they got here and just kind of feel their stuff out. Make sure they get to the end. There's a good look at the number 21. Jacob Everett driving that 21 machine. He's got a pretty healthy lead over second place JC. Yeah, right now, this guy here in this 21 car here, this is the position that you want to be in. Just kind of cruising out here, just kind of trying to log laps here. This is a long race, 35 laps here. These guys got to put in. They've only put in a few of those laps. Still a long way to go here. Cars continue to navigate throughout the track, going through turn 3 and 4. I counted at least 9 cars were involved in that lap number 2 multi-car skirmish through the dog leg. Vehicles were involved were Marcus McCarthy in the 15, Simon Bean in the 2, Hunter Cole, Adam Goss, Brandon Weiss, Greg Gardner, Sam Sunstorm, Mason Hoffner, and Earl Lowe. Number of cars involved in that skirmish, and their day and their chance of victory is going to come to an end here early. Boy, back there, look at that third place car. He got real loose there. Starting to reel in C a little bit here. Still the 21 car of Jacob Evers, having no problem navigating. He is still your leader. JC in the second position, followed by Brandon Kelly in the number 5. Those are the cars you see on screen there. The yellow and the purple and yellow car, that's your leader, Jacob Everts. The blue car back there in the distance was JC, and the black car in the distance was Brandon Kelly. Things certainly seem like they've calmed down quite a bit here, as we're seeing the leader pretty much navigating throughout this course. Without any incidents, we don't really see any smoke on the track either, which is definitely a good sign. Now we see the leader getting loose coming off of the corner, and he saves an amazing save through the grass. Boy, just as soon as you was talking about how like these guys was having no problem driving through the track here, problems definitely arose there, but that was a great save there on the part of the 21. That could have been real ugly. 21 car driving through the grass, but he's able to gather it up, and he drops back to the third position. That's going to give the lead over to JC, as Jacob Everts makes an incredible save. Yeah, you usually don't see one when they're in the grass like that. You usually don't see them coming back up on the track there, unless they're going into the pits, and it was definitely a great recovery on his part. JC appropriating the lead in the number 18 Charmin sponsored machine. That also moves Brandon Kelly in the 5 up to the second position. There's a good look at the Charmin sponsored machine of JC. Yeah, right now he's not having many problems navigating the track either. Let's hope we're not going to jinx him here by bringing that up. The car seems like it's handling pretty well at the moment. C starting to pull away from the second place competitor. There's a good look at the number 5. It's Brandon Kelly driving the number 5 machine. Yeah, he's just holding his own here. You know, we talked about how you just got to make sure that you just kind of log laps and save your stuff here, because tire wear will be a factor here. These guys have not quite got to the halfway point here. Once we get to the halfway point, see one there brushed up against the wall there. It's a 17. Kelly dives to the inside. He's going to pass the 17 car without any issues. And there's a look at the number 21 car of Jacob Everts. Former leader of the race. We saw him make that amazing save through the dog leg. Got a little bit loose there, but nothing nearly like what we saw him navigate through earlier in the race as he yielded the lead. You got to wonder though if he got to heat up those tires a little bit here with that slide. That was a great slide though, but you just got to make sure that his tires aren't burned up, because that looseness will just get worse and worse throughout the run. The longer he goes out here, if that right rear is heated up. There's the 4th place competitor, the number 20 car, and there's a gaggle of cars behind him. Almost back up to the lead. Here's JC. Starting to come up on some lap traffic. That's the 15 car of Marcus McCarthy, our pole sitter. We saw him having some problems, and he's out here still navigating. Yeah, he's just out here trying to survive right now here. Car's got a lot of damage. Doesn't look like he's been into the pits here yet. I wonder though if that car's going to eventually overheat. He's got a lot of front end damage. MC starting to close up on him. He's kind of having some problems getting by this car here a little bit here. Sometimes these lap cars here, when they see the leader coming up, they'll just pull over into the leader preferred line, and other times they're going to race the leader. There are no cautions here, so he's not going to have to worry about going a lap down, racing for that position. But you know, some of these guys, it's just they're just out there hard chargers, I guess. We see Steve going through the grass here. Left side wheels on the grass. Looks like he's going to clear him that time. Power move through the dog leg. It's going to pay off. So now they got more lap traffic. One car slow they're coming up on. They get past him without any problems. Well, I'll tell you something here. This 5 car has gotten up into the mix here too. Kelly's starting to close in now as a result of C having problems getting by the number 15 car. You take these lap cars right now, they're not really showing any quarter at the moment here. These guys are really giving these leaders a hard time. Have to see here. There's some contact there. C makes some contact with them, shoves them up the track, and both of them getting up into the wall, into each other. Here comes the 5 car taking over the lead. Kelly takes over the top spot, taking advantage of C's difficulties, battling past some of the lap traffic. Look at this 21 car. He's back up here. Everts. Great 3-car battle for the lead as a result of the leaders getting caught up on lap traffic. Kelly now trying to peek to the inside to see if he can make something happen. Now C closes up on the outside of him. Doesn't like he's going to make anything happen. 15 is really holding these guys up here, because you can see how they just got really bunched up here. Here goes the 5 looking to the outside. C's trying to look to the inside of him. Finally, Kelly's able to navigate his way past the 15 of Marcus McCarthy. 18 also navigates his way through. Oh, we got some problems. The leaders are checking up here. Major trouble here. The 5 car. Oh, he's upside down now. Major incident here. The 521 and the 10 also involved in an incident here. Boy, I don't know what in the world happened there. It's going to give the lead over to the 18 here, but it looked like that 10 car had some type of problem, and they just all ran to the back of him. Big trouble here on the back, on the dog leg of the back straightaway. That's a tough break here for our number 5 car, Brandon Kelly. But that's a great break for JC, who reappropriates the lead as a result of that chaos. Jacob Everts is in the 2nd position. There you see the 10 car now in the pits. He must have had some type of problem or something here, because that car just slowed up like he had some type of problem, and there was just nowhere for these guys to go. He just stopped. Here's a look at JC. Scrolling through the field, and there is the number 21 car, Jacob Evers, running in the 2nd position. There's 3rd, Adam Gossel. Car is looking pretty clean. We saw him involved in that opening lap incident, but obviously he just got some minor cosmetic damage, as it doesn't seem like it's hindered the performance of this car at all. Now the car is looking pretty good here, but the car in front of him is definitely not looking very good. He's got a lot of damage on the front end there. We were talking about how some of these guys got to worry about overheating. I wonder if he's going to end up overheating here, but so far so good, looks like. We're inside of 10 laps to go here at Phoenix. JC is your leader. He has a 6-second lead over this battle here for 2nd. Jacob Everts has it. Adam Gossel wants it. Gossel's trying to get the outside line going, see if he can get some momentum here, cut underneath him here. Everest is doing a pretty good job of holding his position at the moment. It's one of the best battles you're looking at on the racetrack. 19 trying to look to the outside of the 21 and take over that second position. This battle is 7 seconds behind the leader, JC. You guys coming up on that lap traffic? Here's this 10 car here. We saw him have some problems here. Hopefully he got those sorted out. Having some issues brushing up against the wall there, but they're going to get by him. Side-by-side battle for second, and looks like the 19 is going to take it over. He powers to the outside. Now here comes the 21 battling back side-by-side off the corner. Great racing here in the closing stages for second. That 21 here drove it in the real deep, too deep that time there. He pushed up and got into the wall there that time. And here we got somebody else getting turned around. Here's the one car and another car getting turned. Number 1 having problems. Oh, and more problems. Big time trouble here. Major incident here. Number 1 going up and over, barrel rolling down the front straightaway. A very serious incident here in the closing stages here. That's Cade Walters in the 1 car. Tremendous ride. Car still stopped to the inside here. We got to wonder if he's trying to get turned around. He's going to get towed into the pits here, but a heavy impact here for him. Our second major incident of the race, involving a car getting up in the air and barrel rolling. But this incident was even worse than the incident we saw happening with the number 5 of Brandon Kelly, as that car got a tremendous amount of air and traveled a tremendous distance, rolling violently. Yeah, that was something right there. Well, let's hope we don't see any more big incidents like that there. Here's a look at your leader, JC. That incident we saw back there in that cluster battling for second position has just helped him open up his lead even more. He's just going to have to make it around the rest of the way without having any trouble, and he's going to pretty much cruise to victory at this point. 2 laps to go. Yeah, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get wrecked or ran into by anybody here. The 16 car is starting to close in a little bit on him, though, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Or excuse me, the 19 car. It's Adam Gossel. JC coming through turn 4. Barney has the white flag in hand, and he's going to wave it one more time around for JC at Phoenix. JC goes into turn 1. No problem as he navigates through this corner. Now starts to enter the dogleg on the back straightaway. He cruises through it with no problem. Now getting ready to enter turn 3. He cruises to turn 3. Getting ready to come off of turn 4 for the final time. And now he's going to see the checkered flag, and he's going to take it. JC wins here at Phoenix. Second place is going to go to the 19 car of Adam Gossel. There you see him coming across the line. But JC is your winner. There's a good look at that Charmin sponsored machine. But we got some post-race issues going on here between the 15 and the number 18. But I don't know what that was there. I mean, that could have been a congratulatory issue, but it didn't seem like he was really congratulating him. Tough racing was going on between those competitors earlier in the race as JC was coming up to lap him. Perhaps that was a result of what we saw manifest itself, his frustrations bearing themselves out.
I mean, that's the possibility, but I mean, when you're in a lap car, like, you don't have to move out of the way necessarily, but you really should be giving the leaders a little more respect there, and I didn't really see anything that happened there. I would deem something like that necessary, certainly.
There's JC with the victory celebration. He's done quite a few of these this season.
Yeah, he certainly has here. It's been a strong season here for him. Racking up some wins here.
You see the final results of the field going across the top of your screen. Jacob Evers comes home in 3rd. The rest of the ring order running across the top there. Marcus McCarthy comes home in 11th after the eventful day that we saw him having. Started on the pole. Involved in an opening lap crash.
So he's involved in several crashes out there.
Salvatore Materia back there finishing in the 22nd position. Gotta wonder what could have been for him. Led the opening lap and then lagged out. Tough break for him.
Yeah, it's always a bad situation there when you have something like that happen. You know, you never seem like you lag out of the races that you're running bad at. It's always the races that you're running good and you're having a great run. So that's a tough one for him, but I'm sure he's going to get one of these other splits here. He had a good car, had a good run. That power move that he made there at the beginning of the race, taking these guys 3 wide and going to the lead, that was something.
Celebration continuing to commence here for JC. Tim, any final thoughts on this race here as we continue to watch JC celebrate his victory?
I'll tell you, it played out pretty much like what you would expect here at a Phoenix race. We talked here before about how this is a wild race and there are going to be some hard hits, and we definitely saw a lot of hard hits here. Many hard hits, in fact. But it was actually a pretty competitive race here. A lot of lead changes as a result, too. So it was a good race all around. A lot of excitement, a lot of action, a lot of competition.
JC continuing to burn it down as Barney continues to wave the checkered flag. Next week we're going to be doing some road racing. So stay tuned for that. Traveling all the way to Japan for that. It should be pretty exciting to see how these competitors navigate the road courses.
I'll tell you, these guys had a hard enough time navigating tracks with 4 turns, so I mean, you can only imagine how the road course is going to go.
Well, I'd like to thank you for watching. Click that subscribe button if you like these videos. Congratulations to JC, the winner here at the Phoenix International Raceway.